4 vector is obtained from contravariant by changing the sign of the zeroth component. If I write covariant component of a vector, so how will you write? X naught x vector, right? Or simply xi. This is Cartesian component and this is fourth component, type component. This is 4 vector. So what is given? If it is this, if I change to this, what I should do? Minus x naught and then x. Since x naught is equal to x naught, okay, so it doesn't make any change. So because the time, so x naught is minus x naught here. The metric is this. So I have used different metric. The metric which I have used is here. I will change minus the component. So we have two things now in special theory of relativity. We can write the metric as g mu nu. Either you can take minus 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 or 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Either of the metric one can use. Now what do you have to do? You change the zeroth component sign. How will you change? This becomes Ey by C, Ez by C, and this is Ex by C, Ey by C, Ez by C. Okay? So that we can do. So instead of this, I am going to first write this. I am going to first expand this. How will you expand this? In terms of indices itself, we can expand. Right? Expand this. This is F. First keep mu fixed and expand mu. So this is 0 mu, F 0 mu. 1 mu, and this is 1 mu. And this is 2 mu. Yeah, 0 to 3. Mu runs from 0, 1, 2, and mu runs from 0, 1, 2.
So this is zeroth component, basically first row, first column. This is zeroth column, zeroth column.
Component I have to suppose.
No, zeroth column means it's first row or first both.
Yeah. Right. So now, what is? Suppose I want to I want to make this as contravariant but tensor of rank 2. What I should do? I should follow this. I should change the sign of the. Wherever I am getting 0, I have to change it. So change this. I think we can expand mu also first. So expand this. How much you will get? What are the terms you will get? 1. So 0 0 f0 plus 0 1 f01 plus 02 f02. Correct? f03. Then 10 f10 f11. So you will get how many terms? 16 terms, f33, f33. That you can do. Right? So what is f00? It's 0 because our principal diagonal entries are 0. f00 is 0. f11 is also 0. f33 is also 0. f2. So therefore, these terms goes up. Look at the non-zero terms. f01. What is f01? The covariant part. I can write in the contravariant part by changing the sign. By changing the sign. Only the term containing 0 I have to change. For example, there is a term containing non-zero terms. Maybe I can write one term here. That is f12, f12 here. Okay? If I convert this f12 covariant term to contravariant term, there is no change in sign. Only this term, at least any one index having 0, that I have to convert. This is explicitly given in this problem, so it's a very easy problem. So what is the answer? So F mu nu, this is equal to, you will get minus F01 because it has 0 as one of the index, and minus F02 and minus F03 okay. And it goes like this. So F31 F32 you can write explicitly. Only if any one of the index is 0, you change the sign, otherwise don't change the sign. So what I have done is F01 I have changed to F01. F12 is not changed by sign. Okay? So this is what I have done. So F II, that is F00, and you can put F00 or F00. These are all 0. Similarly, F11 is 0, like that. Because it's antisymmetric tensor, diagonal integers here. If you substitute, you will get an expression something like this. You will get minus, so this is F01 is minus Ex by C, and this is also minus Ex by C. Minus into minus plus. So already one minus sign is sitting out, therefore this is minus Ex by C the whole square. Similarly, you will get Ey by C the whole square and Ez by C the whole square. So the 3 terms. Then you will get once again Ex by C the whole square, Ey by C the whole square. You will get how many terms here? 16 terms. 16
minus 4.
No, this is 4 term and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each term I have, right? So totally how many terms will you get? So among that, F11, F22 you put 0, and the remaining terms you do this, change the, if any one index is 0, then change the sign and substitute, you will get the answer. So I am skipping the intermediate step because of time. Then we have Ez by C the whole square, you will get, this is Bz square, By square, Bz square plus Bx the whole square, By square, Bx. So this is 2 times. You get 2 times 2 by C square. C square also we can take common. So E square minus C square B square. And E square minus C square B square is Lorentz invariant, which we have already seen in special theory of relativity. Okay, so therefore this is an invariant quantity. This is an invariant quantity. One can easily do this. The steps are explicit. You can go home and fix this. Just substitute, you will get the answer. Okay, and then we have next problem also same thing. G mu nu and G mu nu. That is also Lorentz invariant. Same thing you have to do. So such a problem you can do it in your electrodynamics course. Okay, for if you are teaching electricity electrodynamics, so simple problems you can start. That is why I am telling you, read one textbook and completely solve the problems. So next is the class. So suppose there is one more thing that is also invariant. G mu nu, right? So this is also Lorentz invariant. See, you look at this. For this case, you will get an answer. I'll write down the answer. You can check it. And go E square by C square, or you will get with the positive sign. E square minus C square B square. You will get with the positive sign. Here, negative sign. But of course, it's a Lorentz invariant. That is important. And if you contract this, you will get answer as minus 4 by C E vector dot E vector. And E vector dot B vector is a three component, it's a vector, correct? So E is a vector, B is a vector, electric field and magnetic field, vector field. So it's a dot product means it's a scalar. Therefore it's a Lorentz invariant. So this is also very important relation one should. So easy. So what you should do? Take G mu mu, Satya has given, correct? His metric is different. Whatever I have worked, that metric is different. So I followed the fifth. So G mu mu. So you can, what you should do? It's an antisymmetric tensor. Zeroth component 0 0 0 1 1 2 2 3 3 or 0. Then contravariant covariant component you transform to the contravariant component. Wherever if any one index is 0, you put a sign, minus sign, or else positive sign, substitute to get the answer. You will get Ex Bx plus Ey By plus Ez Bz. What is this? It's a dot product of two vectors. Therefore, this is E vector dot B vector. That problem is very simple. Okay.
What are the steps to check whether it is Lorentz invariant?
Lorentz invariant. So when you do the transformation, Lorentz transformation, so you will get E prime and B prime and check the same thing also. So you can write in terms of E vector prime and dot B vector prime. After the Lorentz transformation, the same. So the form invariance is very important. The form invariance. So what is meant by form invariance? Suppose F is equal to MA in one frame and F prime is equal to MA prime in another frame. The equation form is same. Correct? That is form invariance. So that is form invariance.